Here we go. Book of the Week, Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. Welcome, everybody. It's Jason Barlow. I'm here as your therapist and as your coach to help you transform any stress, tension, and pain into health, happiness, and vitality. Friday is one of my favorite days of the week for many reasons. Now, every day of the week's my favorite day of the week. Who am I kidding? On Fridays, though, I like to reveal my book of the week. Book of the week this week is Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. Quick and easy read. Sold over 28 million copies worldwide, and is a spectacular book with a very simple message that I'm actually going to share with my basketball boys tomorrow. If you're watching this already, you're going to have to forget what I've shared with you, boys. Because there's been some changes on our basketball team this week that nobody was expecting. And this is what life is like. We get blindsided sometimes. And in Dr. Spencer's work here, Who Moved My Cheese, is the essence of what we have to all endure in life. The sooner we can understand that, have methods to help ourselves navigate through those challenging times, well, the easier life becomes, quite honestly. I mean, think back to the hardest challenges that you've had in your life. At the time, right, it was probably the worst thing you could possibly imagine. So challenging on so many levels, but you survived. And I'm sure if you reflect back and you're not too disgruntled, you can reflect back and say, you know, I'm really grateful for that experience. And Dr. John Demartini's work on human behavior is his number one, the nutshell to his message to people to help them transform their life, is to be able to look at any event in their life, however difficult it has been or had been or is currently. And we should be able to look at that experience in life and go, thank you, I love you. So whether it's somebody, something, whatever it is, whatever challenge we've had, it's an experience in life. We are not experiencing it right now. Yet we seem to want to duplicate it over and over again through our mind. This is why Jason spends so much time talking about mindset, everybody, because our mindset is fundamental to transforming health, happiness, and vitality. Absolutely. This book this week is centered around a mindset again. Who Moved My Cheese? This is written for all ages. I'm just reading the back here for you. Written for all ages. This story takes less than an hour to read, but its unique insights can last for a lifetime. Who Moved My Cheese is a simple parable that reveals profound truths. It is an amazing and an amusing and enlightening story of four characters who live in a maze and look for cheese to nourish them and make them happy. Cheese is a metaphor for what you want to have in life, whether it's a good job, a loving relationship, money or a possession, health or spiritual peace of mind. And the maze is where you look for what you want, the organization you work in, or the family or community you live in. This profound book from best-selling author Dr. Spencer Johnson will show you how to anticipate change, adapt to change quickly, enjoy change, and be ready to change quickly again and again. And just to read one little section from the book, just so you know how it all starts, it's such a simple concept and so very well written. Who Moved My Cheese? The story. Once long ago in a land far away, there lived four little characters who ran through a maze looking for cheese to nourish them and make them happy. Two were mice named Sniff and Scurry, and two were little people, beings who were as small as mice, but who looked and acted a lot like people today. Their names were Hem and Haw. Due to their small size, it would be easy not to notice what the four of them were doing. But if you looked closely enough, you could discover the most amazing things. Every day, the mice and the little people spent time in the maze looking for their own special cheese. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, possessing simple brains and good instincts, searched for the hard, nibbling cheese they liked, as mice often do. The two little people, Hem and Haw, used their complex brains, filled with many beliefs and emotions, to search for a very different kind of cheese, with a capital C, which they believed would make them feel happy and successful. As different as the mice and little people were, they shared something in common. Every morning, they each put on their jogging suits and running shoes, left their little homes, and raced out into the maze looking for their favorite cheese. The maze was a labyrinth of corridors and chambers, some containing delicious cheese. But there are also dark corners and blind alleys leading nowhere. It was an easy place for anyone to get lost. However, for those who found their way, the maze held secrets that let them enjoy a better life. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, used the simple trial and error method of finding cheese. They ran down one corridor, and if it proved empty, they turned and ran down another. They remembered the corridors that held no cheese and quickly went into new areas. Sniff would smell out the general direction of the cheese using his great nose, and Scurry would race ahead. They got lost, as you might expect, went off in the wrong direction, and often bumped into walls. But after a while, they found their way. Like the mice, the two little people, Hem and Haw, also used their ability to think and learn from their past experiences. However, they relied on their complex brains to develop more sophisticated methods of finding cheese. Sometimes they did well, but at other times, their powerful human beliefs and emotions took over and clouded the way they looked at things. It made life in the maze more complicated and challenging. Nonetheless, Sniff, Scurry, Hem, and Haw all discovered in their own way what they were looking for. They each found their own kind of cheese one day at the end of one of the corridors in Cheese Station C. And so the story goes on. The essence of the story, now I won't spoil it for you, you'll be able to quickly pick up how it translates to our current behavior. For me, as your therapist and coach, I'm helping you to transform your stress, your tension, and pain into health, happiness, and vitality. The essence of the message from this book is that if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. You've got to be adaptable, ready to improvise, and ultimately sniff and scurry and find the way that's going to suit you best. You remember the quote from earlier this week? I'm just trying to remember it myself. One of them last week, I believe, was make your move before you were ready. This week's, This week's, the how is none of your business, right? Hold the vision. There you go. Hold the vision. The how is none of your business. Hold the vision. Their visions in this are all revolving around the cheese. Our cheese in daily life, whatever that is, it's individual to you. But hold that vision. The how is none of your business. Sniff and scurry and pursue and endeavor to continue to just do it. Thank you for joining me. Remember, Book of the Week, Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. You can get a copy off of Amazon. I think it's about $10. Very simple read, but it's going to be a book I'm sharing with my basketball team tomorrow. Maybe $10 in cost and well worth your investment of $10. Thank you for joining me. If you've been able to attend some of these this week and you're getting benefit, I want to hear about it. So leave a review below if it's on podcast that you're listening to me, or if you are watching the videos live, just leave it on my social media, wherever you're watching me. And help me spread this message, please. Share this video. Share it with your friends, your family, and let's reach more people. That's my goal here, is to try and reach as many people as possible so we can have more health, happiness, vitality, because that's, in essence, what we're all looking for. It makes us a better husband or wife. It makes us a better parent. It makes us a better athlete if we pursue things either professionally or non-professionally. It makes us better in our workplace, and all around helps us sleep better, eat better, feel better, and look better, if that's something that you're drawn to. Thank you for joining me. Jason Barlow, RMT. Remember, you can still get my book for free at jasonbarlowrmt.com. And have a great weekend. And remember, your muscle health is my #1 priority. Until next week, we'll see you guys in a few. Bye-bye.